Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White. Welcome to episode number 56. In this episode, we're going to be taking on N in a showdown here in his castle. Hold on, your Pokemon are hurt. And in the last episode, we caught Zekrom with a Master Ball. We took the cheap, easy way out there, but we're not going to be taking the easy way out against N. So let's get to it. I shall sweep you before me. It's time for the final battle. And N is no slouch this time. Not that he was ever a slouch before, but he's packing quite a good team. He's got 6 Pokemon, and he's going to lead off with his legendary dragon. In black, it's going to be Zekrom. Since I'm playing white, it is Reshiram at level 52, because obviously he's had some time to train it. Our dragon's at level 50. So there's that. Now, Zekrom has Dragon Breath, Slash, Zen Headbutt, and Fusion Bolt. Obviously, Dragon Breath is going to be the only move that's viable here, as it's going to be super effective. Reshiram went for Fusion Flare, which is immensely powerful, but it's not very effective against Zekrom because of our Dragon typing. So, looks like I'm doing a little bit more damage with Dragon Breath. He's gonna go for a Hyper Beam here, which might actually kill me, and no, Zekrom survives with 44 HP left, and that means that we're gonna win, because even though Reshiram is faster, we can finish him off because he has to recharge this turn with a 3rd Dragon Breath. And down goes the legendary Reshiram, so we got the best of that legendary battle. So now I'm going to get Zekrom out of here because he's not actually a member of my team. I don't want him to really get trained at all. Vanillux is going to be the replacement Pokemon. We haven't seen one of those yet. It's a pure Ice type. It's the final evolution of the Vanillite and Vanillish line. We've seen Vanillish, I believe, in the Ice Gym. I believe Bryson had one. In any case, this thing's at level 50, and we're going to go head-to-head with it against, or not against, but with our Archeops. Rock Slide is super effective, and this thing doesn't have a lot of physical defense, so it goes down pretty easily to that, so that is good. Archeops, in the process, is going to grow up to level 53, and look at that monstrous 170 base attack. Well, not base attack, but you know what I'm saying. Caracosta is next. It's the evolution of Tirtuga, the fossil that we did not pick up. It's a water and rock type, and it has immense amounts of physical attacking power and physical defense. We're going to go straight at it with a physical attack, though, and go for a Leaf Blade. It is 4 times super effective. It preys on a double weakness there, and he just survives somehow. Oh, Sturdy, that's why. I forgot he had that. So he's going to get a Stone Edge off here, which is Stab, and that does a lot of damage, even though my Superior does have pretty good defenses on both ends. And is going to go for a full restore, so he's going to get all his health back, and we can't kill him because the Sturdy reactivates. But maybe I can get him to use all of his full restores. Nope, I guess not. Unless he only has one, which is also possible. So, another Leaf Blade is going to take this Caracosta out. We did incur quite a bit of damage there, though, so there's that. Superior goes up to level 52 in the process, and N is going to send out Clink Clang next. It's the final evolution in the Clink line, obviously. It's a pure Steel type, and it has pretty well-balanced stats. And it has a lot of resistances because of its pure Steel typing, which is actually pretty rare in the Pokemon world. There's not very many just pure Steel types around. So, this thing's also at level 50. I'm going to bring out Chandelure, and it outspeeds me and goes for Night Slash, which is kind of striking me as odd because Clink Clang can't learn Night Slash. So I went for the Fire Blast there, and I kill it, but it turns out that it was Zoroark, the Illusion Pokemon. So that was its special ability being activated there, which is really confusing sometimes. I was wondering why it was faster than me and why it knew Night Slash, but there you go. So now that's out of the way. It is just a pure Dark type, by the way, but its defenses are pretty fragile, so Fire Blast from Chandelure obviously is enough to take it out. Okay, so he's going to bring out his own Archeops now, so I'm going to switch out to my Cryogonal. And this thing is also at level 50. I'm hoping I'm going to be faster than it, and I'm not, but Stone Edge misses somehow, so I got lucky there. Cryogonal should have been dead. And Ice Beam takes out Archeops, so that was a little bit of some haxy material there. But I'll take it. The real Kling Klang is next, and I think this actually might be his last Pokemon, if I counted correctly. Alright, Chandelure. Hopefully you can take him out with such low HP, down to 21 after taking that stabbed Night Slash. Okay. My last friend, please share your courage with me. This is his last Pokemon, indeed. I'm going to actually heal up here because I don't think that Kling Klang can actually really do anything to me here, and I don't remember if you get healed after this battle or not, because, yeah, you guessed it, it's not over after this. So, let's see. I'm going to go for a Fire Blast. He's faster than me. He gets 2 Thunderbolts off. But it's really not doing that much damage. I'm not even below half. And Fire Blast does connect for the second time in a row. It's going to be super effective. And down goes Kling Klang. So I got pretty lucky there. Fire Blast hit twice when I needed it to. Although I didn't need it to as much the second time. And I also had Stone Edge miss on that Archeops. Alright, so N is defeated. Ugh. Silence. Reshiram and I were beaten. Your ideals, your feelings, they were stronger than mine, it seems. Got that right, buddy. Zekrom and Reshiram. Each of them choosing a different hero. Is that even possible? 2 heroes living at the same time? One that pursues ideals and one that pursues truth? Could they both be right? I don't know. It's not by rejecting different ideas, but by accepting different ideas that the world creates a chemical reaction. This is truly the formula for changing the world. So apparently he's just come to his senses all of a sudden. Oh, hello, Getsus. After all of that, do you think you're still worthy of sharing the name Harmonia with me? Oh, N is his son. You good-for-nothing boy. To start with, I spurred N into pursuing the truth. The reason we reawakened the legendary Pokemon now was to give my Team Plasma more power. Power to control the fearful masses. That, at least, was well done. Oh, so now we're realizing the true plan here. After saying you had to put your beliefs on the line in battle to see which one chosen by the legendary Pokemon was the true hero, you lost to an ordinary trainer. There is such a thing as being too stupid. Add it up, and you are nothing more than a warped, defective boy who knows nothing about Pokemon. Yikes. Cullination, I never would have thought the legendary Pokemon would choose a trainer like you. It caught me completely off guard. This doesn't change my goal. My plans have not been disturbed. In order to rule this world utterly, in order to manipulate the hearts of people who know nothing, I will have N be the king of Team Plasma. So he was just a pawn in your big game. But for that to work, you, since you know the truth, you must be eliminated. Uh-oh. That's not good. Here's Alder and Sharon rushing to the scene. Rule the world? Wasn't Team Plasma's goal to liberate Pokemon? Well, apparently that was a ruse. That was just a convenient lie that I needed to create Team Plasma. Use your head. What's to be gained from letting go of useful things like Pokemon? Well, I guess there's some sense in this after all. Certainly manipulating Pokemon helps people expand their possibilities. That much I can agree with. So it naturally follows that only I should be able to use Pokemon. Only you, huh? You fool! That's a ridiculous idea. You can say whatever you want. A Pokemon, even if it's revered as a deity, is still just a Pokemon. Cullination? So what if it chose you? That doesn't mean you're a threat. Come on, now you'll face me in battle. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you've lost all hope, because we all know that you love that so much. I won't allow anyone to stop me, no matter who does what. And looks like we don't get healed after all, so it was a good move by me getting that max potion to Chandelure. Alright, so now the real final battle against Team Plasma's Getsus. This guy is crazy powerful. He's going to start off with Kafagrigus at level 52. We've seen one of these already. Zekrom is still our lead because it just automatically switches to that. So, we'll go for a Fusion Bolt. We'll just KO Kafagrigus and then switch from there. So, Fusion Bolt is a physical attack, 100 base power. It's electric. He's going to go for the Toxic to poison Zekrom. Badly poison him. Yikes, okay. I was expecting exactly that kind of move. Oh, shut up, Getsus. Just don't even talk. Don't even talk. Alright, let's switch to Chandelure. Oh, apparently our party is healed. That's interesting. Okay. Well, nobody said that we were getting healed, but I guess we just got healed anyway. So I guess I did not make a good move with that max potion. So, switching out to Chandelure here, and he went for the Protect, so that was awesome. He was going to try to stall me with the Toxic damage, but I switched out to Chandelure, so negated that, and I'm faster than him, so I defeat him with a Shadow Ball, and Kafagrigus goes down. Chandelure goes up to level 53, so that's probably going to be the easiest Pokemon, honestly. Now he's going to bring out Bouffalant. Normal type. This thing's slow, but it has a lot of attacking power and pretty good defenses as well. I don't have any fighting type Pokemon, but I do have Seismitoad, who does know Drain Punch. That's probably the next best thing that I have. So, okay, this thing's at level 52. I'm going to go for a Surf on the first turn just to see what that does. And, wow, that did almost nothing. He's going to go for the Head Charge, which is Stab. Oh, man. Not even a critical hit, and that nearly killed me in one hit. Now I had to go for a Drain Punch, try to get some of my HP back. And it does more damage than Surf, thankfully. But if he goes for Head Charge, it's still going to kill me. And yeah, I have Shell Bell too, so I get a little bit more health back. Nope, another Head Charge. Seismitoad can't take that. Ouch. Down I go. I probably could have killed him with the recoil if I had used Drain Punch on the first turn, so that was probably stupid of me. I'm going to switch out to Kragonal here to finish him off. I should be faster than him, so I can revenge kill him. I'll go for an Ice Beam in case he switches, but he's not going to switch. He's going to go for the full Restore instead, which is bad news because if I don't kill this thing in 2 hits... crap. I'm going to need to switch, because if he goes for Head Charge, that's going to kill me. Kragonal can't take a physical attack, let alone one that powerful. Alright, let's switch back out to Chandelure in hopes that he does go for the normal type Head Charge, and he does, so it doesn't affect me. Now I'm going to have to hope that Fire Blast hits, and it does. Ooh, that's 3 times in a row that I've used Fire Blast and it hit. And it still doesn't kill him. And he knows Earthquake. Awesome. Chandelure probably is going to be dead here. Crap, this thing is a pain in the ass. Oh, and Chandelure survives somehow with 36 HP, and we can finish him off with a low-powered Flame Burst. But geez, this Bouffalant has a lot of attacking power. And its defenses are annoying too. I couldn't kill it with anything. So apparently he has a Seismitoad of his own. And actually this will probably be the easiest KO in history. Not in history, but in this battle. So he's water and ground type. He's at level 52, but luckily I've got my superior handy, and Leaf Blade should take him out in 1 hit, and it does. So that's not too bad. He probably would have went for Sludge Wave had I missed that or not killed him. But now he's going to bring out his most powerful Pokemon, Hydreigon. This thing is just awful to fight. It's at level 54, it's a Dark and Dragon type, it knows Fire Blast, it knows Surf, it knows Dragon Pulse, and it has a ridiculous amount of attack power. And Fire Blast, even though it's not Stab, takes me all the way down to 4 HP, and I'm burned, so I'm going to die this turn. Dragon Tail does less damage, but I get him out of there, so I don't have to deal with him at this point. At least I can get Bisharp out of the way. We fought one of these against the Elite Four. I think Grimsley had one. I think he's the Dark-type trainer. But anyway, it's Steel and Dark-type, and it has a lot of attack and defense, so that seems to be a theme here. These Pokemon are very powerful. So we're going to go for the Fire Blast, and thankfully it connects, because otherwise Night Slash would kill me in 1 hit. But Chandelure takes out Bisharp, so Chandelure's kind of on a roll here. He's going to bring out Hydreigon again. Oh, man. I'm just going to have to stick with Chandelure here. I don't think there's anyone else on his team that Chandelure needs to fight. So let's see if we can burn it. But no, it's faster than me. It's going to go for the Dragon Pulse. There's no way that Chandelure will survive that. Most of the time, this Hydreigon will be able to take out almost anyone on your team in about 2 hits. With the exception of maybe Cryogonal, although if he uses Fire Blast, it might be 2 hits. So let's see. I have the type advantage. Man, it's faster than me. This thing's at a really high level, too, at 54. I don't have anything that high. So it gets me down to 48 HP, even with my extremely high special defense. And Ice Beam just doesn't kill him. My goodness. Okay, I'm kind of screwed here. Go for an Ice Beam again, and Fire Blast hits again. And Cryogonal's going to bite the dust here. Man. So now what do? I've got Zekrom, who's poisoned, and I've got Archeops, and I've got to hope that Archeops survives long enough to kill this thing. I'm going to go for Dragon Claw, and I'm not faster than it. He's got Surf, which is going to be super effective, and come on, live. No. Archeops goes down. Oh boy, I'm getting my ass handed to me here. Alright, I'm going to have to send out Zekrom again, who's poisoned, and let me see. I am just going to get rid of him because he does have Dragon Pulse and hope that he doesn't kill me. If he does, I'm screwed. Come on. Oh, he just barely survived. Okay. Dragon Breath finishes off Hydreigon. Oh, man. Down he goes. And Zekrom grows up to level 51. That was ridiculous. And the poisoning, I thought I was going to lose there, but he goes down to 5 HP. I've got to do something here. I can't kill this Electros in 1 hit. It's a pure electric type, but its defenses are too good. So I'm going to use a Max Revive. Oh God, this really came down to the wire, and that Hydreigon just demolished my team. I'm actually going to bring Seismitoad back to life here with a Max Revive because he's going to be immune to Electros's electric type attacks like Wild Charge, and this Electros also knows Flamethrower, and Seismitoad is going to be resistant to that as well. This thing doesn't have any weaknesses because it has Levitate, so you can't hit it with ground type moves. Your best bet is to just hit it with with your strongest move. So I'm going to go for Surf here and hope that my attacks do more than his, because his will be not very effective. Oh, apparently he also has Crunch, which is neutral, and that doesn't do as much as Surf does, so I should be in good shape here. I'll go for a Drain Punch to get some of my HP back, and it does about the same as Surf, maybe a little bit less because it's not Stab, and I get a little bit of health back. That's going to be enough for me to outlast this thing, except that he gets the lower defense, which is, I was counting on him not getting that, so let's go for a Surf here and hope I survive. Because if I don't, well, I guess that's pretty much it. And I get a little bit of health back with the Shell Bell. This shouldn't do 103 damage. Oh man, that came close. Okay, 21 HP. Oh, okay, let's go for a Drain Punch. And Electros goes down, and I have just been holding on by the skin of my teeth this entire battle. And Seismitoad grows up to level 52. And that is it, my friends. Getsus is defeated. Man, that was a good battle. Oh. What? I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I'm absolutely perfect. I am perfection. I am the perfect ruler of a perfect new world. Now, and do you still think Pokemon and people should be separated? Also, your dad's a whack job? Mwahaha! Since I couldn't become the hero and obtain the legendary Pokemon myself, I prepared someone for that purpose. N. And you gave him a stupid name. He's nothing more than a freak without a human heart. Do you think you're going to get through to a warped person like that? Alder, it's a waste of valuable time listening to him ramble on. He is the one without a human heart. Exactly. You're right. He's truly pitiful. And I'm sure you have much to think about. I know you were not pursuing the truth because of Getsus's manipulation, but because your heart was truly inspired, that is why you were able to meet the legendary Pokemon. Well, that much is true. But I have no right to be the hero. Is that so? What you and the legendary Pokemon are going to do from now on, that's important, wouldn't you say? Oh, he's shaking his head, acting like you understand. Up till now, we've been fighting each other over our beliefs. Yet, despite that, why? And even if we don't understand each other, that's not a reason to reject each other. Ah, life lesson here. There are two sides to any argument. Is there one point of view that has all the answers? Give it some thought. Get out of here, Getsus. So Sharon and Alder take Getsus away. And... oh, N is understandably upset. I want to talk to you about something. Now we're going to take a walk. How cute, after all we've been through together. It's about when I first met you in Accumula Town. I was shocked when I heard what your Pokemon was saying. I was shocked because that Pokemon said it liked you. It said it wanted to be with you. Well, duh. I mean, I'm not perfection like your dad, but still. I'm pretty darn cool. Oh, maybe not. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't believe there were Pokemon that liked people. Because up until that moment, I'd never known a Pokemon like that. The longer my journey continued, the more unsure I became. All I kept meeting were Pokemon and people who communicated with one another and helped one another. That was why I needed to confirm my beliefs by battling with you. I wanted to confront you hero to hero. I needed that more than anything. There's no way a person like me, someone who understands only Pokemon, no actually, I didn't understand them either. No way could I measure up to you when you had met so many Pokemon and were surrounded by friends. Where are you going, man? The champion has forgiven me, and what I should do now is something I'll have to decide for myself. Well, hello, Reshiram. Culination! You said you have a dream. That dream, make it come true. Wonderful dreams and ideals give you the power to change the world. If anyone can, it's you. Well then, farewell! And here come the credits. Oh, well that was actually a pretty cool ending. That's one of the better endings of a Pokemon game, as far as the storyline goes, but there's a little bit more to come, and there's some more stuff that we have to do that becomes available to us after the game, obviously. One of them being that we can actually go back to the Elite Four and fight through it again. They'll be updated with Pokemon from the National Dex. Their levels will also be increased by about 20 levels, and we also will have the opportunity to finally fight the champion, Alder, because we didn't get to fight him this time, so there's that. So we will be doing that. There's going to be quite a lead up to that because we're obviously going to need to do quite a bit of training. There's also quite a few areas around Unova that will now be unlocked and accessible to us that were not accessible before, namely the region east of Opelousas City, and I believe it's east of Nimbasa as well, so that whole section. So that's what we're going to be doing in the upcoming episodes. There's also another legendary Pokemon that we can capture, so we will be getting to that eventually. And that is pretty much it, I believe. So we've got quite a bit to do, and it's probably going to run another 15 episodes, something like that. I'm thinking ballpark 70 to complete everything. I guess we'll see how that works out, but nonetheless, that's pretty much it. So we call it an episode here. We can watch the rest of the credits if you feel like it. If not, I won't be offended. But thank you very much for watching, folks, and please stay tuned for episode number 57. Game on!